There's a certain hour of the night when letting go feels impossible. You're tired. Your body sinks into the mattress. Your room is quiet, but your heart still holds on to the day, to the weight, to the things you wish you could release. And in that quiet, the things you've been carrying begin to glow a little brighter, as if night makes everything sharper, closer, louder. Letting go sounds simple in the daylight, but at night, it becomes something else entirely. Imagine the room around you softening, the walls fading into shadow, the ceiling dimming into a gentle blur. It's just you now, you and the soft hum of your own mind. Thoughts drift like silhouettes on a slow-moving river, shadows, memories, the ghost of a sentence you never said. The night doesn't rush you, it lets everything settle, like dust in a beam of faint light. And as the world outside grows quieter, the world inside grows clearer. You begin to notice what you've been holding all this time. The promises you made to yourself, the fears you postponed until later, the pieces of old stories you still haven't put down. They rise gently, like pages lifting in a soft breeze. Not to overwhelm you, but to be seen. Tonight, you are crossing a threshold, a slow descent into the true landscape of your inner world. You hold things quietly. You carry more than you admit. You move through the day, pretending the weight isn't there. People see your smile, your calm, your strength, but they don't see the invisible bags you carry at your side, the thoughts you tighten your chest around, the hurt you swallow without a sound, the worries that hum beneath the surface like a low, constant vibration. You don't break down. You don't collapse. You function. You hold it together because that's what you've always done. Because you learned somewhere along the way that being strong means being silent. But silence collects things. It stacks unspoken moments into quiet towers inside your heart. And when night comes, those towers lean. They tremble. They ask to be acknowledged. You're not dramatic. You're not overthinking. You're not weak. You're human. You're tired. You're finally still enough to feel what you've tucked away. And your mind only becomes loud when it finally has room to show you what hurts. There's something gentle happening inside you tonight, something your brain has been preparing for. Without you noticing, when the world grows quiet, your emotional brain wakes up, not to trouble you, but to process. During the day, your prefrontal mind is in charge, problem solving, planning, performing, pushing through. It suppresses emotions to help you survive the noise. But at night, that system loosens its grip. The emotional brain, the limbic system, steps forward, not aggressively, just honestly. This is why memories appear suddenly, why regrets replay themselves, why old hurts whisper. Not because you're broken, but because your mind is clearing backlog, releasing tension, reorganizing meaning, sorting emotional files you didn't have space to open during the day. Your nervous system is shifting too, from alertness to vulnerability, from survival to surrender. The sympathetic charge you carried begins to fade. The parasympathetic invites you inward, into softness, into truth, into the quiet places that only appear when everything else dimmed. Letting go becomes possible, not when you try harder, but when your body finally feels safe enough to set something down. So tonight, You don't have to release everything at once. You don't have to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself to forget. Letting go isn't erasing. It's rearranging. It's looking at the weight you carry and whispering, I don't need to hold this so tightly anymore. You can name what hurts without fighting it. You can breathe through the feeling without resisting it. And slowly, very slowly, you can place the memory down like a folded piece of cloth, not thrown away, not denied, just set aside in a gentler corner of your mind. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to choose peace. Even when the story isn't finished, you're allowed to loosen your grip. Even if your hands still tremble, letting go doesn't require closure. It requires compassion, mostly for yourself. So breathe with me. In and out. Let the exhale fall a little heavier than the inhale. Let your jaw soften. Let your shoulders sink. Let the night wrap itself around you like a warm, dark blanket. Maybe the thoughts are still there. Maybe the ache hasn't disappeared. Maybe the story isn't done yet. That's all right. Thoughts don't need to be silent for you to rest. The mind doesn't need to empty for you to sleep. All you need is permission to stop holding on so tightly. So close your eyes. Let the weight loosen. Let the room grow softer. Let the night be gentle with the parts of you that are still healing. You've carried enough for today. You've done enough. You are enough. Now rest. Let it go. Just for tonight. Tomorrow will meet you with open hands. But right now, let this moment be your quiet freedom.